Hi all, good morning.
Mm. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about the network security group. Okay. So we try to implement this one, right? So network security group will help to control the incoming, outgoing traffic. So we discussed, right? It's what is the incoming and outgoing traffic. So whatever the traffic is coming inside the network, that is incoming traffic for the servers which are in the inside the network. So outbound traffic is whatever the request go out from the servers from to the network, that is called outbound. Okay. So these traffic we can control. What traffic you can allow to, what ports you can allow it, what IPs you can allow it. We can control the traffic within the subnet, within the server also. We can use energies on the subnet level and server level. You can able to control the traffic. Okay. You can contain the set of security rules which can allow or deny traffic. So we can create our own security rules. We have some default security rules and we can create our own security rules also. So let me create the one network security group and then we can discuss about that. Yesterday, so we already have one network security group. Just now I created. Okay. So in this network security group, you can see inbound security rules, outbound security rules. Okay. So this particular inbound and outbound security rules, some of the rules already default rules were there. So these rules are defined by Microsoft. What are these rules? You can see 6500, 6500 65,500. So if it is 65,000 priority, you can see allow VNet bound any to any virtual network to virtual network. So the meaning is, as per the Microsoft rule, this particular rule allow the traffic network to network, but it is not network to network. Within the network, we can allow the traffic by default. I told you that if we have a network, by default, you are able to communicate each other by default. What are the resources we have? You can able to communicate by default. This rule was there in a network security group by default. Okay. You can see, you can allow the traffic from the load balancer to any network. By default, you can allow the traffic from the load balancer. What is the load balancer? We will discuss later. Okay. And deny all inbound, any to any. So apart from these two, you can deny all the traffic. Any inbound traffic will be blocked. Okay. So what is these priorities? We'll discuss now. The same way you can have the outbound also. Outbound VNet to VNet. That means within the network, outbound also allow. Outbound means you can contact this one. This is the outbound for this particular server. This is the inbound for this server. The same way this VM is connected to this VM. So outbound traffic allow and inbound is accepted. Okay. So Within the network, it is allowed to communicate each other. That is the outbound. The same way for the load balancer, any to internet. By default, the internet is allowed. You can see 65001. For example, if you connect the server, once you connect the server, you can able to connect the internet by default. You can able to connect the internet from this particular server. By default, it is allowed. And all other any other outbound traffic is blocked. Okay. So how these priorities are important is you can see the priority number, right? You can see 65,000, 65,001, 65,500. So we have different numbers. Okay. You cannot modify this rules. Default rules we cannot modify. But this priority will play a key role here. Whichever is the number is a smaller, that will have a high priority. For example, I would say I have created one rule. I created a priority is 100. Allow the traffic any to any RDP port number. Allow. So I created one rule like this. I created one more rule like 99 any to any RDP deny. So these energy rules I created inbound rules, and I assigned this inbound rule, this particular energy to this particular subnet. Okay, so as per these rules, I created two rules for the same RDP. One is allow, one is deny. So which rule is implement here? That is the main concern here. Which rule will be applicable? So now it is allowed to connect to the RDP port or it is deny the RDP port. So here, as per this particular rules, this will be applicable. 99, the RDP will be denied. So why? Because this priority. So lower number have a high priority. Lower number have a high priority. So in these two rules, this rule have a lower number. That means this rule have a higher priority. So that's the reason this rule will be applicable. So how we are going to use this in real time, we'll see. Okay. But you need to remember now, always lower number will have a high priority. That is the concept you need to remember. So how we are going to implement in real time, I will show you. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Any doubts?
Clear.
Okay. Now you can see I have one inbound rule. It was there. Priority is 300, 3389. Okay. Any to any source, any destination. By default, now it is so allow. This is the rule just now I created. Okay. I'm going to attach this. So actually, this is connected to one of the network level. I think you need to remove this. Server level, I applied this one. So I want to remove this. Let me apply on the in the subnet level. So let me remove this. So how can I disconnect this? So let me go back to our, let me duplicate this networking settings. So we have a network security group is allowed in a this particular NIC level. So I want to, you can remove this one there. I just removed the network security group on the server level. Why I'm doing this? I want to apply this network security group on the subnet level. Okay. So I want to use this network security group on subnet level. Okay. I want to give here. I want to use this network security group on the subnet level. So once you apply this subnet level, what will happen? These rules will be applicable for all the servers which are in the inside this network subnet. Okay. So the income request will come to the NSG first and check the rules here. If, for example, you want to take RDP of this server. Okay. As per the rule, it was denied. The request will be blocked here. You cannot take RDP of any of these servers because the rule, if it is denied here. If it is allowed, the request will come inside and able to take a RDP. So you can apply this synergy on this particular network security group level, subnet level, or you can use the same energy. I don't want to use in a subnet level. I want to use on only server level. You can use it. Only this server will be impacted for that role. Okay. So how we are going to use it? I'm going to, as of now, I'm going to apply on the subnet level. Let me do that. Deassociated. I want to associate an subnet level. NSG is app server 1 NSG. So I want to apply on a subnet level. App subnet is my subnet. Okay, it is now it is allowed to connect it. So in the subnet level, I apply this NSG. Okay, let's see. Now I am able to take a RDP or not. Let's see for the server 1, app server 1. Okay, I'm going to give the password of my server. So it is allowed. You can click on yes, it will connect. There is no issue with the connectivity. Now it is allow the 3389. Okay, let me do the, you can check here also. Check access. NSG rules. As per NSG rules in this server, the 3389 is allowed or not. You can see here also. It will show you. The port is, you can see 3389. Port 3389 is accessible. from the source IP. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to implement one more rule in energy. Inbound rule. I want to create a one more rule here. Add any any port to any destination. The port number RDP is denied. So I would say 290. That is a priority I'm going to give. RDP denied. Can give the any description if you want. You can give it. Add. You can see one RDP was added here. Rule was added. So now let's go ahead and check. I'm able to connect this server or not. Okay, let's refresh this one. Check the access. Now we can see port 3389 is not accessible. So in the same energy, I have two rules. One is allow, one is deny. So which one is applicable here? This one or this one? Which rule was applied here? Yes, you got it?
Deny.
Hmm? Deny. So why? Based on priority. So here the priority is playing a key role, which is controlled. But in the real time, how we are going to do that? How we are going to implement this priority will help to do that, for example. Okay. For example, let so we have one more scenario. Let's see that. I have a one subnet. I have mm, three servers here. Okay. I want to allow the traffic. I want to allow the traffic only for one server and deny the traffic, RDP traffic, for all other servers. You can imagine I have 100 servers on the subnet. Okay, I want to allow the traffic only one server or 3-4 servers out of 100. Rest all servers are RDP blocked. How we are going to do? For example, if you apply the rule is deny RDP, for example. Okay. So if you, for example, you have 100 servers here, you want to block the RDP. So definitely you can apply this energy in a subnet level, right? We cannot apply this rule energy in each and every server. It is very, very tedious process. We cannot remember which servers have a can denied, which servers are allowed. It is very real time. It is very difficult, right? We cannot remember it. So if you apply in the subnet level, we can easily understand what are the servers we have in this particular subnet. As per the rule, RDP is denied. Okay. So there is no issue if you apply this energy rule, energy in a subnet level to block the RDP, we can easily implement. The customer says, I need out of 100, 3, 4 servers, I need RDP. Okay. What you are supposed to do? There are two options, right? One is we need to remove these servers and put it another subnet and apply the another energy to allow the traffic. That is one option. Otherwise, I want to allow the traffic only few of them. What is the other options I have? For example, if I apply block here, so if someone is trying to access any of this server, the request will go to the NSG first. As per the NSG, the traffic is denied. So request will block here itself. Even though you applied another NSG and give allow here, but the request will not come to this level because it is blocked in the subnet level itself. Okay. So what would be the option? Did you get my point? Did you understand what I'm trying to
Yes,
say?
and yes, yes.
Everyone? Ajay? Anil?
Yes.
Any, any confusion here? So I have 100 servers. I want to, by default, we blocked all RDP for all servers first initially. So it is simple. We are using energy RDP blocked applied on the subnet level. That is customer requirement is fulfilled. After some days, the customer come back. He's saying that I need some of the servers RDP, not all servers. We cannot create multiple subnets for the same type of servers. We need other solution. We cannot create another subnet and allow the traffic to the particular subnet. It is a tedious process. Today we have 4. After that we have 5. So after some time they want to remove it. They give you some other server. It is a big challenge to implement that. So what is the other solution we have? So here we are going to use one more traffic, one more or service we can call as application security group. We have one more service called application security group. So in this application security group will help. We are going to create one more application security group. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are creating one more application security group. We are attaching this application security group to the servers who want RDP. Okay. Who want RDP, we are adding to this application security group. So here we are going to create 2 rules here in this energy. The first rule is, for example, rule number 100. Okay. Deny the traffic, deny the RDP. This is the first rule we created. And we have created one more rule called the priority is 99. Allow that RDP for specific application, this application group. Okay. So what will happen here? As per first rule is whenever the request is come to the particular NSG, network security group, is try to implement the first rule because this is a priority is less. As per the first rule, what you are going to do? We are allowing the RDP whoever is a part of this application security group. These two servers are part of this application security group. So RDP will be allowed. So if the request is trying to connect any other server apart from that, this rule will be applicable because these servers are not a part of application security group. So this rule will be applicable. So RDP will be denied. Clear? Let me show you that. Okay. So theoretically, do you guys understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, yes,
Ajay, is it clear for you? Any
yeah,
confusion?
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as simple as that, we have a 3 servers or 100 servers or 200 servers. Out of the 200 servers, we need some servers required access. Rest all are blocked. What we are supposed to do? We are going to assign these servers into the application security group and we can allow the traffic for only for this application to security group. So these two servers are here as per the rule. In a single energy, we can implement this logic. So first it is check. It's in a any two application security group. The traffic is allowed. We can able to take RTP. Rest it is disabled. As simple as that. Okay. So let me
No,
create.
can we create multiple application security groups?
Yeah, we can create. We can create multiple say and network security group. We can see. We have one more scenario, for example. Okay. I have two subnets. Okay. This is one more scenario we have. In this subnet, I have multiple servers. I would say 100 servers here, another 100 servers here. Okay. So here we are going to allow the traffic. Okay. Only this particular server to this particular server only can allow the traffic. Otherwise, you can block the traffic. You cannot RDP or you cannot access any of the servers, even the single subnet only. I want to allow the traffic only from this server to this server. How can I implement? Rest all are blocked. So here we need to, by default, if you try to access an outbound rule, you created outbound rule is by default is blocked. If you create like that, none of the servers you are not able to take RDP, the request will not go out as per the NSG rule. But I want to allow only this server can take RDP of this server. How can I do that? What is the rule we can implement here? What is the process?
Implementing application security group.
Here we need to create one application security group.
Mm.
Here one more application security group. Okay. So now we create a rule, right? Whatever the application security, whatever the server is there in application security group, to this application security group, we can allow the traffic. Take a RDP. You can write a rule like that. Rest all denied. Okay. For example, you apply 99 rule, take RDP, and 100 rule is 59. So what will happen? So if you try to access any other server, outbound rule, you can take RDP, it will be blocked by default because only this server is there in the application security group, this server is there in the application security group. Okay. So we can implement without say application security group also. We can give the IP address of the server or IP address we can allow to control the traffic. We can set up the rule. But the problem is we have so many issues like I know today he mentioned this server. Tomorrow maybe the customer mentioned this server. Uh, Tomorrow the customer says that remove this server. It is a big task to check on server level. It is very tedious process. Instead of that, you can create one application group and adding what are the servers you need to allow the traffic or deny the traffic. So if the customer says that tomorrow this server I don't want to RDP, we can simply remove from the application group, security group. It's a very easy. Instead of checking each and every server, which server have a RDP allowed, which server is not allowed. It is a tedious process. If you think in 100 servers, 1000 servers are there, we cannot remember what are the servers have an RDP allowed, what are the servers don't have a RDP allowed. Okay. Today you set up this one. Tomorrow you left the company. The new person come into the picture. He cannot go and check each and every server. Is it RDP allowed or not? Instead of that, we can segregate these servers to one's application security group. So if the new person come into the picture, he checked in application security group. Okay. As per the rule, application security servers are traffic allowed. It's so simple, right? So that's the reason application security groups are help to us to manage the traffic without any issues. So how we are going to implement this? Okay, we'll see.
For
Okay,
each segment, only one application group will be there, right? Security group.
we can create multiple security groups also. Network security group you are trying to say
Subnet at
application.
subnet level.
We can apply only one.
Mm,
We
okay.
cannot use for the multiple
Okay. Okay.
one sub in the network security group for one subnet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The same way, right? If you are joining a school, if your two rules are applicable, which rule you followed? You don't know, right? So if in your class, so one rule should be applicable. You cannot apply all the rules, multiple different type of rules to the one class. It is not possible, right? Definite energy is nothing but the rules which we are creating. Allow, deny, whatever it is. Okay.
Okay.
So let me do this one. Okay. I'm going to create one application on one more server here in the same network subnet. Then let's see app server to simply give it. By default, I'm not allowing any RDP. I'm going to use the same VNet and the same subnet. Okay. So I have a public IP and NSG rules. None as of now in the subnet network level, NIC level, I'm not, server level, I'm not applying any NSG groups, only subnet level only applied that. Okay. Next. So meanwhile, I'm going to create application security group. Let's see application security group. We have an application security group here. Create. You can give security just and ASG. Next. So I created a ASG. So let me complete this server deployment here. Okay. So now I have two servers. You can see here. Go to the virtual machines. I have two servers. Both are in the same resource group, same subnet. Everything is same. You can see here, app server 1, it is on the app subnet. Server 2, it is also on the app subnet. Okay. So we already have a energy in this particular subnet level. In the subnet level, we have network security group for this particular subnet. Okay. One SG was assigned. So you can see network security energy is applicable for this subnet, app subnet. So as per this rule, what we decide here, RDP denied as per the rule. For 290, this is applicable here to deny the traffic. So 300 is allow the traffic. So this will be applicable here. So now by default, whatever the servers are added to app subnet, RDP is blocked. Okay. This is the rule as of now. You can check also if you want. Go to the server 2 also. Go to the connect. Check access. What is happened here? 3389 is blocked because that is the rule we applied here. Okay. Now customer requirement is we want to allow the traffic for app server 2, allow the RDP traffic, but still RDP one application server 1 is blocked. You can imagine 100 servers are there. I want to allow only traffic for few of the servers. As of now, we have only two servers. Just I want to do how to do that. So I have created one ASG group. I will add this server into this. Then I create one more rule to allow the traffic only the ASG, not all. How we are going to implement that? So let's say I go to the app server 2. I go to the application security group here. I can go to add application security group. I'm adding this ASG to only app server 2. I added application security group. Okay, to ASG. Now what I'm going to do now, go back to NSG now, network security group, open it. I modify this rule here. I change the rule here. You can see, just I change it to any, whatever the server is trying to access to, destination is application security group. Okay. Application security group, we need to, this ASG RDP is allowed now. Priority is 290 only. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here, if anyone trying to connect to this RDP security group, application security group, okay, the security name called ASG RDP is allowed. Okay. That's what I'm going to mention here. Save it. And I modified this rule now. From apart from the ASG, if anyone is trying to any other things, okay, RDP is denied. The priority is 300. Okay, deny the traffic. You can give 3-1. You don't have any other things, right? Okay. So now, what is the options you are mentioned here? If 301, by default, it is allow the traffic, deny the traffic by default. So as per this rule, you cannot allow the traffic RDP, whatever the service we have inside this particular subnet. That is the thumb rule as of now. This is the rule number 301. But 290, what we are mentioning here, the priority 290, you can allow the traffic. Whoever is trying to connect to this particular ASG. So whatever the servers are there inside this ASG, that we can allow it. So which rule is going to check first? This rule or this rule?
290.
290 rule is first it will check. So as per this rule, 290, it is whoever is trying to connect to this particular ASG. So what are the servers are there in this particular ASG, the RDP will be allowed. Okay. So once this rule is over, after that it is checking the 201. If anyone is trying to, apart from this ASG, any, it will be denied. Okay. So ASG is a key role here. It might be today we have app server 2. Maybe tomorrow we can add app server 3. Maybe day after tomorrow we can add app server 4. So it doesn't matter how many servers are you are going to add to the ASG. So by default, we are not applicable for server by server. We are going to apply on the ASG level. So if you add multiple servers into the ASG, those servers will be RDP will be allowed. Rest of the servers is denied by default. So let me check that. Okay. So server 2 is supposed to be allowed, right? Go to server 2, go to the connect. You can check the access now. You can see 33989 is allowed for application app server 2 because this app server 2 is a part of our ASG. So as per the rule, this ASG traffic, whatever the servers are there in the ASG, the RDP will be allowed. If we go to the server 1 now, so let's try to just try to connect. Check the access now for server 1. You can see 33989 is denied for this server because this app server 1 is not a part of your application security group. As simple as that. Okay. So this is the advantage. We have the priorities will help to control the traffic granularly. Granular level, you are trying to control the traffic. In subnet level, you are going to use these concepts like network security groups or application security groups. So in interviews, they will definitely ask what is the difference between the network security group and application security group. So application security groups are required only logically divide our group the servers. No, logically group the servers within the subnet. And we can apply the rules for that particular application security group with the help of NSG. Clear? So only application security group is, there is no logic, but we are going to segregate our group of servers into a piece. Like, so can imagine I have 100 servers here. So out of 100, I want to segregate these 3 servers into one ASG. That means it's only logically we're adding it here. We are not separated from the subnet. It is these 3 servers are part of the subnet only, but these particular 3 servers are logically divided from this particular subnet and apply the rules here. Separate rules. What are the rules are applicable for the subnet will override with the other rules to only for this ASG. We are logically separated, not physically. We are not moving out these servers from the subnet. We are not doing that. We are going to logically separate these servers with the help of ASGs and apply the rules with the help of energy. So this is the answer we need to give. Is it clear, guys? These two topics, NSG and ASGs. Any confusion?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Now, what is protocol?
Protocol is see, we have different protocols. What is the protocol you heard about? Give me one example.
TCP.
TCP protocol, UDP protocol, right? So this protocol is running on the specific ports. The protocol is a process of what type of service you are going to use to connect or send the request. Okay, I'm sending HTTP Yes, request. It is a, this is the protocol. What port is going to be run? This is port number 80. This is the protocol. Okay. The type of request you are going to send. That is protocol. What what port it is going to be run this particular service? That is port. That is, this is the protocol. This is a port. Got it?
Okay, Anand.
This
Okay.
TCP protocol, UDP protocol. This is the type of the protocols. You can able to see that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So these protocols and what type of protocols you want to allow, what type of ports you want to allow, what is the IPs we have so many use cases you can go with NSGs. These you can allow the traffic only from the specific uh, IP range to different IP. For example, I want to allow the we have NSG, right? So we can do many things with the as per your requirement in your real time. You can see here you can allow the traffic only the specific IP. Like, for example, I want to allow the traffic 10.0.0.4 to destination only IP 10.0.0.0.5. So I want to allow the traffic only between these two servers. We can create one rule for that. Otherwise, I want to allow, for example, you have so many use cases is there, right, guys? We have a one network, we have multiple subnets, okay? But I want to allow the traffic only from this subnet to this subnet. Rest all denied. You can do that, okay? Or specific server in this subnet or into this particular subnet. We can use the ASCs to do that, okay? Or you can allow from outside only for this subnet, you can allow the traffic. Rest of the subnets, you can deny the traffic. Many things we can go through that the help of NSCs. You can allow the traffic from the specific service tag or like internet. You want to allow the traffic to this specific subnet. You can do that. Okay. I want to arrange like only allow the traffic only for this particular subnet servers. We can do that. Internet is allowed. Whatever the access come from internet, this allow only for 10.0.0.4 subnet. Rest all are denied. You can allow that. You can write a rule for here. So many use cases you can go with that in the real time. It is not only one or two. So I showed one of the some of the use cases. You have many things. You will get once you go into the real time, you know that how you are going to use this energies so effectively. Okay, it's a free service which is offered by Microsoft. It's a free service. There is no charge for energy. Clear?
Yes, Anand.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll continue here. Okay, and we will going to discuss about the what is the peering and then load balancers and all these things we are going to start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Bye for today.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Bye.
Anand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.